Good evening. Welcome back, everyone. Evening, Ted. Henke up very early. And evening, Nico. Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with another stream. The manliest of beverages around, a tea. Even Doppler. Why help? Is that a cry out for help? Are you buried in retro tech? Reach out with a floppy disk if you need help. Zoe is indeed here. She knows the stream time. At least for, so yeah, it's, you're 2:45 in the British Isles, and we in Sweden, then you're even 1 hour off there, so it's 1:45, right? Is it? Or is it 3:45? Yeah, I'm getting my time zones mixed up now, but yeah, she has that like many cats, has got that resting, like menacing face, just evil, whatever. She doesn't look like cuddly that often. But she's here and she's purring. She's quite pleased with the situation. 3:45. There we go. Right. I was literally in Sweden a couple of weeks ago, and I already forgot the time zone difference. So that's very early there too. It's early for everyone apparently. Not as early here. It's evening. It's almost 9 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone in America, or Freedom Time, as I'd call it. Anyway, so yeah, this I wanted to play a shooter, and I know some of you saw that I asked in Discord. I had pretty bad jet lag the first week, more so than usual. I've flown many times this trip. I mean, obviously, the jet lag just knocked me on my butt this time. I was really dragging for several days, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just age, or I picked up some virus, who knows what. But yeah, it was several days. Like, the first couple days when you fly this way, you're flying with the time change. So it's usually easier. You get home late, you go to bed, and you're usually fine. But I woke up the next day, and I mean, I felt just so worn. And by the time nighttime came around the next day, I was just dead. So I don't know what was going on there, but who knows. Usually don't have that much jet lag, but this time was bad. Anyway, as far as the game goes, probably just turn it down, fix the problem with the annoying passengers. The I asked on Discord, as some of you saw there, which game to play, and I wanted a shooter this time. Just it felt like, we do that rotate in here and there, right? Those late 90s or early 2000s shooters, and some of you suggested Soldier of Fortune, so that's what we landed on this time. Ian Bruce, thanks for stopping by. That's right, bless you guys, doing all the package delivery stuff. We rely on it, so go out and fight the good fight and get all his packages delivered. I need my Amazon junk, so save a lot of money, I guess, if the passengers pick it. Anyway, so I never played Soldier of Fortune more than a demo, I think, but it was hard to ignore the hubbub about it back in the day, right? Because there was the thing that they added, the kind of, I think they called the ghoul system, and they used like military advice and stuff like that. But the big selling point with this one was the extreme violence, basically, right? Is that body parts can be blown off, head can be, lopped off and stuff like that. And they tried to do a very realistic damage model for the era, and it's based on the Quake 2 engine. But this game was banned in many countries because it was so hyper violent. And it's very much like, having looked at it a little bit more now too, it's very much a precursor to kind of your Call of Duties, in the sense that, you're a special forces person working for, a private company in this case, flying around the globe trying to stop some nukes. And it's very much like that kind of linear path there now. At least the way I understand it. I haven't really played it, but I read up on it a little bit. For those that have played it may know more, but it was kind of the poster child of violence in video games for that particular year. And I believe in Germany it was banned, for example. Andy in Discord here mentioned that he's from Germany. He talked about how the game just never launched, and Game 2, Soldier of Fortune 2, was modified so that all the people you're shooting are robots. Just straight up, they're robots, so it's okay, and it's not any blood and stuff like that, so then it's fine. Soldier of Fortune 1 never released in Europe, or in Germany at the very least, and was banned in other territories too, I think. So, Of course, it was forbidden fruit. Everyone wanted to see what it's all about because that's what happens when a game gets banned or gets controversy. Then even more people play it. So, um, okay, well there we go. Evening, how much? Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. It's graphical cartoon violence in a sense because you play it now, and so the machine we're playing on tonight is the tried and true P3700 with the Voodoo 5, so you can see in the background up there. This machine would have been average at the time when this game came out, or not average. It would still be, more than okay. But this game seems to need a lot of horsepower. They say minimum is like 233. I can't imagine that running well because on this machine, I have to turn down settings to medium at 800 by 600 and it runs okay. Definitely dropping frame rate quite a bit, but I'm not going to play with the FPS on. We're just going to just run it or whatever. So, oh, hey, I'm live. There's my notification. So it definitely doesn't run well. It runs, and in a fully acceptable way to play this game back in the day, but a machine from 2003 or 2004 would probably just smoke this game pretty easily, but this is not what we have here. This is more a 2000-centric machine, so the Voodoo 5 struggles a little bit with it, but it's part of the experience from that era, right? Eating Solar. But I thought about that a little bit too. It is so violent. Like, will I get like a strike or something for just extreme violence? But it is video game violence, and I don't think it's any more violent than many other video games you can play today, honestly. Because there's some games out there that are pretty grotesque on purpose, and it's a caricature over the top. And this is, yeah, so chunky and far removed from realism today. I think we'll be all right, but we'll find out. I don't promote violence, but it's a video game, so it's silly. It makes it silly. Yeah, probably. It is interesting. I said like the game runs fairly poorly on here actually, and this is the platinum edition, so it's a later version with the fixes and everything, and extra content bundled in. That's the one you can buy from GOG and things like that. This game used to be basically freeware, I think, until GOG licensed it. Then you have to pay for it there. So easy to get a hold of these days if you want to go that route or any alternative routes, but. It's an interesting game because it's the early days of that military hoorah in games that we saw so much as Call of Duties and Battlefield and all those came out later. So, Evening Pixel. Yes, I figured it here for the Gibbs, the glorious blurred out textures. So, as I just mentioned, we are playing that on the Voodoo 5. I tried to tweak it a little bit. We have all the aliasing off, but it still struggles with this game actually. So, Oh, well, we'll see if we get to that point. So that's one of the late game guns, I'm assuming. Let's see what the audio volume is here now. And then my capture is being annoying, so I got to switch out stuff here. Yeah, there we go. I won't go into details, but it's like it's a really weird capture issue with my data path card. Yes, I believe so, 2000. So this machine is really spot on for what someone would have had then playing this game, right? So Voodoo 5, P3, high performance. Turn up the volume here a little bit to make sure the audio's coming through. Menus, cool stuff. And also, this game belongs to the wild. That's it. There was no intro or anything. The Wild West of controller schemes. I have remapped this so that it actually makes more sense to play from a WASD perspective. But it's so weird because it's like. M was like zoom with sniper rifle, and then zoom in and out is like semicolon, and it's just like it's all over the board, like the controller. So I've remapped a little bit, so it makes more sense for me to play. So I might have missed one or two buttons I may have to revisit, but I think I got it lined up to the point where it actually is playable for me. And we can look at the settings here, and we'll see that I am running pretty loosey-goosey with. I have some of these settings on here, of course. Yeah, it's interesting because I didn't play it, but I remember because it was featured a lot because the dismemberment system, and that's what caused the controversy and everything around it. That's why I remember more about the game than the game itself. And then I had some people that were diehard military game fanatics, between your military flight sims, military strategy games, and your like squad and combat games. They love that, and they love this too because it was so. They were trying to go really hard for the military authenticity. Union Sucre, welcome. It is very golden eye. I definitely concur. So if you guys see any settings I should change, I am running with this. I don't think it support. Oh, it supports glide. Well, I should have done that then. That might help a lot. I didn't realize it did, but I was running in standard OpenGL, so we'll see how that runs then. Otherwise, we have medium texture, generally medium. We have some high quality settings. You know, we can mess with it if we need to, but let's try Voodoo. I should have done that. I didn't realize it had glide support specific, and it went to default OpenGL. Guess it doesn't like detecting the Voodoo 5. Probably in a mini driver or something stupid, so never mind. I was temporarily excited there, but anyway, it runs fine. It's like, it's a 2000 game for a very 2000-ish machine. Like, this is not, this would have been a very accurate for the time period machine to play this game on. So take that for what you will, as far as like performance and how it performs and how it runs. It's interesting because I've mentioned it many times. I enjoy having that narrow scope or whatever where you play it on accurate hardware. Sometimes you just want to just whatever, and then a lot of these games play extremely well in a 2005 or newer XP machine, overpowered, and we run these games at 1600 by 1200 with all the settings on, right? So, oh, let's see, port, commercial content and spam. Okay. I'd use it on this channel. There we go. It's I know how you make it, right? When all the girls come fawning after you, especially the ex-girl XYZ. It is. I find it fascinating that I understand. I understand how. I mean, I work in IT, so I deal with emails and stuff a lot of that time. No, it's not the first time. They've been here before. I seem to follow Ted around now. They've been here before, but it's such an obvious detectable pattern, right? Like, that was so clearly, like, I'm not a coder. I'm not a coder at all. But I would think that being able to filter for that obvious of a spam message, like a double spam like that, with obviously a link, stuff like that, it shouldn't be that hard to block that, right? I know there's kind of almost a huge problem with spam in comments as well. Especially larger channels get that, where they're like, follow me here for, free stuff or whatever, and they all are spam stuff. And it shouldn't be hard to find those patterns. Freaking regex to find certain keywords, you think. So yeah, I'm the big shot now. So we're gonna leave it with these settings now. We'll see how the game plays. I noticed that the audio was maxed out, so I turned that down a little bit too to avoid the crunchiness. Dynamic scalability. So there's a lot of configuration here, I will say. We can have corpse duration and things like that. So we're going to run with these settings now. I just want to show a little bit how the key combinations are. So I have rebound some of the ones that make sense to me. But there's just so many individual keys, and they all are over the entire place. Best unsafe weapon, J. Well, that's good to have a shortcut for. Let's see if it goes higher. Nope, 11 it is, or 22 it is. That's what you get, and you'll like it. Okay. All right, let's start the game. And sure, we'll have John Mullins. That's the name of the character. When you install the game, it actually has a little bio of your main character, and he's I think ex like Vietnam multiple tour consultant and everything, and then eventually he goes and works for a private company. So, oh, nice. I haven't really messed with 86 box at all. I haven't messed with emulation for a while for PC stuff. Not because I don't like it or anything, but I seem to have become inundated with original hardware. So every time I want to build something or do something, I can do it. But I will say that emulation has gotten really far from what I understand on a lot of these suites. We'll not do the tutorial because I played that yesterday, and it literally is just like, press A to move forward. Press space to jump, So we're going to do it easy. So cheats available, carrying capacity, enemies toughness, type of spawning, number of saves. Pretty cool you can customize. I really enjoy when the game gives you options to do this. On what you can do. No, it's really from a real guy. Fascinating. And of course, it's very, very military heavy here now. That's the whole point of this. Ah, yes. 800 by 600. Chunky glory. Yes, that Raven software. So yeah, this game is not one that runs well on this hardware. And this is, again, period accurate. And there might be things you can turn down to make it run better and everything. But here we are. It's true to the real experience.
This isn't a military operation. I can't let you boys go down there.
Blurry textures and all. The gun sounds. No, it's not violent at all. It's fine. Very friendly for kids.
We don't know what these scumbags are up to down there, but we do know their leaders.
I love the games that try and extend the Quake 2 engine. There's a lot of games that use it, really. You know, it makes the one I think, and just the animation they try and add. You know, you look at your Daikatana. Sin, I think, did a really good job, because I think that's a Quake engine as well. Quake 2 engine. And I feel that, to me, is the pinnacle of how it can look. Mission objectives updated. Kill everyone. The gun sounds are so ridiculously powerful. Locked. Like, they're so over the top, it feels like. The gun sounds shouldn't be... Yeah, there's the Gibbs system in effect there. As we'll see, when you shoot things, they just go flying or, yeah, get destroyed. Based on where you're shooting. And even in this enclosed area here, yeah, the texture are pretty blurry. I can increase the texture resolution. I can try and set that higher. I had to turn it down a little bit to see if I can make some performance increase. So we can try and change it. We can tweak the settings and see. Because we have here, default, on. I think I changed this texture quality. Where was it? Texture quality. We can set it to high again. And see. And that's the high as it goes. Still pretty blurry. It's just a blurry kind of game. I don't have... yeah, you shoot arms off, and it's pretty ridiculous. But it's fun, too, because as soon as you get into... I mentioned it many times before, when you play these games, like, oh, it's so slow and sluggish, whatever. It's like, this would have been more than happy to play. Yeah, very over the top. But yeah, it runs. Yeah, that's right. I haven't tried it on any of the other consoles at all, but I'm curious to try it on PS2 or something. I do remember that was a big deal too.
Help me! Shut up!
Run away! It is very edgy, and that was the whole thing. They were trying to be like realistic, but now. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, my. Yeah. You can do that, I believe, too. I have grenades. But it runs really slow. I'm going to turn down some more settings. I don't know what the button for grenade is. Shotgun is just fine. But that was the whole thing. It like, not that games try and do that now, because the military shooters these days feel like they try and be more anonymized in the sense that they don't glorify the, they glorify the guns, but not like the what happens when you hit someone with a gun, because that's what this game does. It really goes all out on, like, what's the effect of getting shot by a gun. And we're playing on easy, so... but it feels like they prioritize that ghoul system where the,
John, you read? Go ahead. NYPD has a large group surrounded near Station 6C. Heads up. Roger.
I hit good. There we go. Was it detail textures? Okay, we can try. It feels like, I mean, it runs sluggish, but something feels like alternate simple texture. We can turn off the filtering. See if that helps. Detail texturing, ranged. Okay. Ghoul light method to do balanced. Then you can also decide how much detail texture should be. We have the filtering off. I do have 16-bit because I know the Voodoo 5 doesn't like getting pushed into that. We'll apply that and see if it helps. I just feel like something is running just roll too sluggish, but that feels a little better. Oh, and we... Oh, I love this. Look at that. Now you get that, like, awesome, like, over-sharp. This is much faster. Without the extreme smearing of the nip mapping filtering. There we go.
You got me, okay?
I actually believe I have more memory than that. I just forgot to... Oh, you see, he's still alive. I shot the gun out of his hands. He's having a bad time, though. Who's shooting me? There you are. Squish. Ah. That makes sense, yeah. Mostly use the default and turn off some of the ones that were obvious. It does turn into film grain a little bit, so... Yeah, without the filtering at all, look at that. You can count the pixels now. I mean, I always prefer that almost to... Not... I love the blurriness of what this pixel smearing did back in the day, right? But there's something delightfully, like, retro like this, too. Oh, hi. Is that a monster closet? It was a monster closet. Easy is definitely easy so far. Yeah, it does make it like a PlayStation stuff. Jeez. A satisfying shotgun. We know that's an important part of any shooter, though. Who's shooting me? I can't even see who's shooting me. There's a guy down on the track. I would advise against that. Train coming. Yeah, you can lean too. Feels like a bad idea. There's probably a save here. Let's check the key combination for that. I'm not sure if there's one. I didn't see a quick save. But I feel I should save. Can I save? Oh, there it is. Save game to hard drive. Wow. Save slots. Yeah, that's a lot of little stuff that feels like console style. Hey, Sean, welcome. It is a little bit. I mean, the fact that he does a little twirl and everything, it is very much like a gun glorifying game. It just certainly has that feel to it. Whoa. Oh, hi, train. Fog of the era. That's a train. Alright, I'm funneled through here. Atmospheric. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I figured there would be a train coming now because there's a little hidey hole here. Are all the trains crashing? Whoops! Whoops! Sorry. A little hard to see down here. Am I gonna run over by a train now?
Stop! Police!
It feels like a Saturn game almost, like, I mean, obviously more advanced than Saturn could have pulled out, but it's got that, I don't know, that feel to it a little bit. Yeah, and I think that was the whole idea, that you could blast away body parts so much, it gets just getting ridiculous. That music is...
John is Satan. Get him!
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Whoa! Guess we're riding a train. Train level? This feels very much like your Call of Duty today with the set pieces and everything, except it's so flippin' dark. Yeah, I turn off bilinear filtering just to improve performance a little bit, but maybe we should turn it back on for the smearing effect, but I love the fact that it looks the way it does now. I'm gonna save again there, because it feels like I'm gonna fall down. It really says like a squish sound when you shoot them. Feels excessive.
Saber got away. Copy. Look out. Subject headed your way.
Yeah. I guess it's really dark.
Just got word from the shop.
Something big has happened. Much bigger than this gang war.
I better run away, though. I know you're still talking to me, but I'm gonna run away.
Heard him to Christian Bale's Batman there, but...
Where is it?
Oh, filtering. What's that? It is hilariously charming. Now, I would say by 2000, I think everyone's playing games with... No, jeez Louise.
Cover me.
Cover me.
All the pixels. That's pretty funny, too, because, I mean, I think everyone's playing games with filtering on at this point. But it did blur it considerably. I think they're the good guys.
Sources in Russia report that an unknown organization stole 4 nukes from an underprotected stockpile near Kazan last night.
Yep, they stole some nukes. Because they're the bad guys and the
Sold to
terrorists. They
highest
take
bidder.
nukes.
A train now carries the warheads toward an undisclosed location in southern Africa. As much as I need Hawk.
Yeah, from what I read, the story is pretty cut and dry, so... we can try and enable it again. I just noticed that it looked just... I just figured I'd try different things. That's why there's multiple video card experts from the era here. No pressure. Train level. Dark train level. We got a train level. I think that's what, when we played Outlaws, that was hilarious. Because that shotgun there, the slug shotgun or whatever, they sent them flying. I enjoyed that a lot. It's just, anytime you have a ragdoll physics like that, or like just the guns that make them go flying, it just makes it so much fun. It's just, you know, ridiculousness. You need impact in the gun in any game or shooter like that. If the game has no impact feeling, looking at you shotgun from Doom 3. This is actually a pretty good sense of speed. That feels like it's going fast. Often train levels feel like just like... I like how I'm like special, or I guess I'm a soldier of fortune, as it were. Take a drink. Said the word. It's just shooting everyone and everything, basically. Can I open this? Makes me think of that stupid... Whee! I figured as much. Train is not actually moving, technically. Someone, dare say, is shooting at me, good sir. Eating foil? How do I... Oh, you can blast them. This guy's putting Rambo to shame. Sniper rifle. That's convenient. With easy, I pretty much feels like I'm near invulnerable, which is okay with me, honestly. Ah! Do a little 360 no-scope here. Yeah, that's not putting the bar high there on shotguns. But it is, I mean, we talked about it before, but having an impact, or of course there's a gun flying there. I was gonna say the train from Gears of War drove me nuts when I played it back on 360. I was so annoyed by it. It made me almost quit the game. Whoa, almost fell off there. The nuke is in there. John, do not, I repeat, do not shoot at the nuke. Can't tell me what to do. Ow. Well, that... I don't think I saved on this level. Yeah. I was playing on easy, I'm feeling invulnerable, and that went well. Oh my, yeah. And what I like what XP it seems to, yeah, I sure did. It seems XP is really flexible when it comes to what hardware you use it with. Like speed sensitivity is not really an issue at that point. It seems like you can run it way more powerful, and it's really fun to play a lot of those like early 2000 games with just like just extreme settings. No, that was Broken Arrow. I love that 90s movie. Yeah, the training level actually is an actual training level, and it is excruciatingly slow. So not here. We're cool MF. I got gunned down by a helicopter, I guess. All I did was try and shoot the nuke. Yes, this does pass the shotgun test, as it were. I love the janky lean physics. See that dad level joke swooped me by there. There's a stealth meter at the bottom too there, in case you were thinking about stealthing here. It's a shotgun guy still there shooting at me. Yeah, those helicopters can just... Ugh. Well, certainly is action. It definitely... it definitely has... why am I forgetting words now? Very clunky save system there. Didn't he do it on Voodoo 3 or Voodoo 2 even? That's what was so impressive. It looked just hilariously bad. But he managed to get it to work. Well, you know, many of us have been at some point or another where it's like you had to play what you had, and you were just desperate to get it to work, you know? Don't stay here and get caught by the train or the helicopter. How do I stop this train? Oh. Whoa. I just need to get to the nuke. I was there. Oh, I just have to blow the door.
Damned. Only one nuke.
Only one nuke.
I was thinking of the gift, like, get out. Did you blow the train with a nuke on it?
I'm a lone wolf. I do whatever the hell I want.
Well done, John Mullins. Well, thank you, mission accomplished, guy. Throat shots? Nether region shots? Really? Alright, oh my goodness. Let's try bilinear filtering again, or we can enable trilinear, I guess. It's probably better because it says try. Let's just do bilinear and see what that looks like. Oops, I gotta enable it too. Because it definitely smears it out, but... There you go. That looks more appropriate for the era, right? A little, smoothing out. I know, it's like, the only thing I know to do is shoot things. I think we're actually on a city mission now.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I want to be able to read whatever you're reading, because I can't read what it says there at all. But you look very invested in these books here. Data path, still. That's my primary capture card, so...
Excuse me. I'm looking for a back issue of Soldier of Fortune
Oh,
magazine,
he said to take a
July
drink.
89.
I think I can help you.
Ooh. Secret. Oh, exact change only. You want to close the door to the secret thing? No? Okay. Ooh.
Guns. Lots of guns.
Non-interactive guns. No, I have not really played any of the Battlefield games at all, actually.
Hawk.
John, sounds like we have our work cut out for us.
3 more nukes, each one in a hotbed of its own.
I
What's
can lean
first?
around, make everyone seasick.
Kosovo. A Serb faction there is fighting again.
Just days after NATO peacekeepers left.
I'm ready.
Nuke time.
Then get online. Let's see what the shop has for you.
Nope, I have not really played any of the Call of Duties or any of the Battlefields at all. I know. Not by, like, you know, I'm going to avoid them. I just never... Oh my. Computer usage? This is what the internet was back when. Do you guys remember that? It was a true representation of the internet.
Mission information downloaded.
Email briefing. Unsecured email briefing. Yeah, and that's what I thought too. There's a lot of those games, and I would like to experience some of those games. I know the, you know, is it Call of Duty, the beach storming in Normandy is, you know, amazing and stuff like that. And, yeah. Congratulations on a job well done, John Mullins. I will only say your name in the full. Classification, eyes only. A radical Serb army faction resumed fighting with the Kosovo Liberation Army last week, taking over a small town in the east. Though NATO has withdrawn, Russian peacekeepers remain in the region, making this a very delicate situation. Nuclear warhead number 2, codenamed Queen Bee, is believed to be in Serb possession. Sources inside reveal NATO headquarters as a possible target. This is a grave situation, as any nuclear confrontation with Serbia will inevitably involve the Russians, and they won't be on our side. If we don't recover Queen Bee, it could mean World War. Intelligence reports indicate the Serbs are transporting Queen Bee by way of an underground convoy, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ooh, pay. Good luck, John Mullins. This is my equipment, I guess? Inventory. Well, the combat shotgun is very effective, but... We'll do... Okay, so you got to pick your inventory here now. Shotgun. And then, there we go. Nice. We'll take some armor. flashdancingladies.xyz. I'll take some hand grenades. Plastique, why not? And I guess, I'll take the light. I can't anymore. Alright, never mind. Deploy! Confirmed deployment. Confirmed! I was preparing to go. Just go. And you can tell they tried to do a little thing. I do enjoy the little flavor you got from that, like, bookstore and secret entrance and everything, because they work for then a military organization that's, you know, for hire, which is all sort of fortune.
Watch your step.
See you at the pumping station.
Let's split up for some reason. Yeah, they went immediately for me here. It's still a shooter in the sense that they're not going to try and do too much. You know. Blood on fire. No, you have your standard bad guys. The Russians are the bad guys in this one, apparently, so. Some ammo. That's true. They held him at bay. Oh, I didn't know if that was a bad guy or not. Apparently it was. I do miss iron sights that this game doesn't have. Boy, it is really dark. I might increase the brightness a little bit or something. Yeah, let me crank out the brightness just a smidge. It is just really freaking dark. Gamma. Whoa. Okay, can we find something in between? That goes up real fast. Apply. Yeah, I've never been to Finland either. Even though I grew up in, you know, Sweden, which theoretically is not that far away, so. Who's shooting at me? There you are. Oh, they're carrying, like, on fire. Ow. Come on, you can make it, John Mullins. Just imagine him, like, trying to scratch or claw his way up there. It is a pretty run-of-the-mill, or, you know, quote-unquote standard shooter for the day, but, I mean, it was fairly impressive what they tried to do with the engine. And I feel like Sin went a different direction and just kind of enhanced what was there, and I think that one, to me, probably feels like the best one, as far as, like, the Quake 2 engine goes. But this is pretty impressive, too. It sure seems like a sewer level. Here's a Civ 11, like, sound effect going off. I think there's plenty of bad guys to shoot, right? Anything back here? Nope. Your gun was right there. You could just picked it back up, but whatever. Oh. Build up water pressure, okay. Whee! Spun that off faster. Yeah, Sin is really awesome. I didn't really either, and I was looking up a little bit about this game before the stream here, and yeah, that's Quake 2 engine. You had Anachronox as well, which is really an interesting game, because that's a completely, like, for being, it's a basically a JRPG style game with Western influence, of course, in the Quake engine, or Quake 2, which is really weird, so. Yeah, this one, I think I turned up the gamma a little too much. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Pixel. Yeah, have a good one. Can I turn down gamma just a smidge? There we go. This uses, like, their ghoul engines, what they call. Here comes the Yeah, no one can climb down ladders in FPSs. It's impossible, I tell you. Okay, that's the way I came. But the ghoul system allows dismemberment. That's the big thing this game has going for it. You can dismember, you can blow off arms, heads, legs, all that stuff, which was considered, of course, extremely graphic for the time, and landed this game in a lot of hot water. Like there, you could shoot him in the leg, and he jumps around. You shoot him in the groin. It was, you know, it was really fun for kids of the era. Of course, I mean, mature audiences only, right? Oh, multiple directions. Where did I go? That's where I came through. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna add some level of realism there, especially considering the era. I'm sure there's a lot of shooting to be done, though. That's the whole point, but it's just like they're just throwing wave after wave of men. Oh, threw a grenade. And that's interesting, because Really Forces on the Quake 3 engine, right? Because, I mean, yeah, the question is... I think so, right? Because that was a... It took them a while to... Really? Can't break that? Okay. Because there was a big hoopla with this game, right? And I think it was going back and forth for a while, but they were using... The whole thing was that they were using real military experts to get consultation and everything. Oh wow, it's got the wobbly texture on the gun there too. You're right, that was right there, and I think I remember reading about that too. They were hesitant to release it because it gave a funnel for, you know, saying that video game violence causes shootings and all that. They seem to come back to every once in a while. But now it runs more than acceptable, I would say. That's right. It's a fascinating game. Boy, he was lean. I can lean too, dude. I haven't decided yet. I have another... Believe it or not, the thing I've been talking about for a year is coming along now. I'm working on a Super Socket 7 video, finally. It won't be DOS focused. And I wasn't planning on it, but I might throw together. I have some ideas for some DOS related content I'm thinking about, so I might, or I might make a quick video too. I keep doing the same thing that I think a lot of content creators do, is like, oh, I need to make it perfect, and oh, that jerk, the Florida lawyer or whatever, I forgot, he just disappeared because he lost his license. He was suing everyone for everything about video games. What was his name? Someone can probably remember. Yeah. Jack Thompson. There's that guy. That's got to be the guy, right? But, yeah, that's the thing. It will never get released, and I'm trying to be a little more loose with my videos without, like, being so extremely perfectionist. Some videos I do like being perfectionist on, but I also need to rotate in some standard content, if you will. So maybe I'll do a quick DOSember video. Nothing super serious, but just every time I have so many ideas and plans, and I'm building a Steam PC for my TV, and the parts just came in for that. Some of they've seen me tweeting about the case and stuff like that, and all the parts for it just came in. So I'm thinking about doing a video on that, even though it's not retro. Sorry. Okay, so how do I throw grenades? Because I feel like I need to know how to do that, because I don't think it's a button. It's a knife. Pistol. Shotgun. SMG. Grenade. There, it's a grenade. Okay. Exactly. It is random. Be a random retro, but you know, I can do whatever I want, so. I do whatever I want. Whoa. He climbs up ladders with gusto. Oh. Oh, the grenades go straight forward, no arc. Okay. You know, I haven't saved. I wish there was a quick save, but I realized I haven't saved, and that would be a bad time. Hey, I managed to grab it. I like the fact you grab the ladder with your head there. Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb, too. It's especially, I feel like a lot of us just kind of get on a rambling streak and just go rambling and talking about the stuff, and that did something. That was a little bit of an arc there. It's all excessive. Whoa, alright, time for shotgun. Oh, shotgun's here, there we go. The shotgun needs to be on number 3. Okay? It's important. Like video games, the shotgun is on number 4. That's just wrong. Shotgun is on number 3. I thought we talked about this. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's very important everyone has a style, if you will. And depends on the video too. Some of them, and that's the thing too, like when you're doing a refurbishment or like putting together an entire machine, like covering it all in a short amount of time is hard. But then you split it up, and the splitting up the videos doesn't seem to go very well either. Jeez. Splitting up videos is really hard, so. Especially if you do a lot of edits or a lot of like, you know, special cuts and like special scenes and stuff, then it adds up fast to make that work. I have an idea, I saw on Suka earlier, I have an idea for the video I'm working on now to make just a little funny joke in between. And I realized that the setup and filming and making that shot will probably be well north of an hour, if not more, easily. And then editing on top of that. And it will be a 10-second shot, you know. But it has a lot of flair and, you know, a joke, I hope. That it'll be worth it, right? That's what it takes. Whoa. Too bad I don't have that sniper rifle. Got my hand cannon Desert Eagle. Yep, got the Desert Eagle. Yeah, it's... I can go on for a long time, but it depends on us. I, again, tend to, like, over... Oh, man, headshot. That's the famous... That's got to be the one, right? It was, like, the one that was legit... No, it's twirling it, too. And that's just showing off, dude. Who's shooting me? One left there. I noticed on easy here, I'm not taking like any damage at all, so yeah, same. And it's time consuming. This thing, I think I enjoy the most is like I don't want to farm off the editing. I don't want to farm off anything honestly because I like the design or the creative process. But I will say I'll get the most enjoyment when I have all my shots, I have my B-roll, I got an idea, and I'm editing. That's when I feel I can kind of like put it all together. That's probably the most satisfying part of it. But shooting all of it, and also I think for me doing A-roll is still challenging. It's hard to get that right, and all the takes and everything too. But yeah, I do all of it as well, and that's part. And I've gotten like people offering to do like thumbnails and things like that, which you'd think that would help a lot, but I enjoy that part of it too. I enjoy messing with the thumbnails and experimenting there. Sometimes to, you know, worse effect or good. I don't know. Some are better or not, but there we go. I did invest in that for a microphone. So this here is a Samsung, I can't remember, but it's a good like price performance. That's what I do voiceover with, but I did buy a Tascam audio recorder with a good lapel mic, and that improved my audio game considerably. Just that, just to get clean audio. And everything's crashing right on cue here. Where'd that grenade go? I think it went down there. Yeah, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck on stuff like that anymore. Why is the mouse was wigging out there? You can get a lot of bang for your buck anymore. And I think it's that pursuit of perfection of always just wanting a little more all the time. But I like it, so... All I'm trying to do is get to the point where it feels like the... like you don't notice the production quality, if that makes sense, right? I want that to be like a non-issue. I don't want it to stand out when the lighting is bad or the audio is bad and everything. And it's hard to get to that point, so... But, you know... Giving early, 2000s character models from a Quake 2 engine, am I right? A lot of people hopping out everywhere here. I don't even know... You said Daikatana over there, and I'm getting flashbacks now. The thing with Daikatana, I remember, the cardinal sin of streaming Daikatana is not that the game's bad, it's that it's boring. It's so boring. At least this one has a little bit of charm to it. Daikatana, at least in the beginning, is just such a slog. I'm gonna save before I go up there. I feel like I'm gonna get murdered by that gas here. Is there anything here? Oh, just shoot it. Yeah, green doesn't help. Can I get into this pipe here? Come on. Ah, there's no like jump and grab ledge mechanic that many games use with the jump and crouch at the same time. Didn't work, so yeah, it's as I understand and watching other videos on it, Daikatana kind of opens up and has some potential later on, but they started with like green and like shooting like flies and frogs. I'm what the hell? Yeah, DS were there. And it did spawn a better than it has any right to be Game Boy Color game. That's almost like a Zelda-like. Yeah, I feel you, because you have like kind of like this thing where you're testing and your stuff feels more official than ours, kind of like as a hobbyist almost. I can just get through here. It is very green. Why is it so green?
Symbol on those crates.
Better shoot them.
Yeah, see, the later, like when you get further into Daikatana, it's got some really cool ideas and has a lot of potential. But it just squandered. It's just been revoked. Oh, wrong game. Wrong movie. So it's funny now, too, because... I mean, playing it now, I don't feel like this is ultra-violent or anything. I've played more violent games than this, and I think we're used to realistic reactions now from... okay, I guess it was the end of the...
I can't leave without my buddy Superfly Johnson.
I love the pop-in. I love the pop-in because they're like, whoa, snap in, and like, whoa, they're here, and all of a sudden, like, each level you can tell it loads the character, and then the level, so it's just...
Without any significant weapon, I promise you, it is useless to them.
You scope out the location of this bomber. Queen Bee must already be on board. I'll take out the gun.
Hurry, John!
It's just, the character model pops in, they're like, I better be running, and they're like, there's no smooth... Because, I mean, we're really spoiling that now, too. Character animators and stuff like that are amazing. I'm the Special Forces guy and the black... The guy just trying really hard to look like a military guy. John Mullins. And it's like, we're really spoiled now because you look at the production quality on a modern AAA shooter. It's just like, I mean, it looks just ridiculous, especially me who doesn't play them very much. And you see video of stuff of them, it's like the animation and like the lighting and colors, all the stuff looks amazing. So we're kind of spoiled with that now, how good that can be.
I found a hangar. A lot of activity here. Afraid they're gonna fly Queen be out soon.
Light amplification goggles. I just had gamma. I haven't shot anyone here for a while now. I'm getting a little antsy. Okay, let's use the goggles then. Whee! That's... We wanted more green? Whoa. The guns certainly pack a punch. Boy, things are going very well here in Geneva or something. Outdoor. Painkiller vibes here now. Which I did enjoy. I should play Painkiller on a more powerful machine with a better video card. I know we streamed that one time. It very leads... I mean, it's got all the hallmarks, as I understand, of the linear military shooter with lots of bombastic set pieces, right? It's got all the same style of it, so... I think emulation and original hardware both have their places, right? There's no right or wrong. I think recording or using software emulation is more than a valid thing, or if you don't want to have to deal with just tons of extra hardware around, having emulation can be great, so... That's great. I'm glad you were able to repair that. So, what did you say it was? Like, just, dry solder joints? Those, cold solder joints crack eventually? Easy, like a basically unstoppable killer machine, but that's alright. Tourist information. Nice little combat roll. Too bad it was all for naught. God kväll, Christian Ivarsson. Is that what it's called in Swedish? Or you're just doing a on-the-fly translation, which can often be very, very funny. Yeah, I got frustrated when people get really up in arms on what's the better one, and that will vary so much from everyone. It's like saying this type of thing is better than everything else, and trying to quantify your solution for being the better one. Can't we just all get along and have fun with the retro stuff? It's tribalism and everyone's they're on. Oh, don't let me shoot the dog. You're gonna make me shoot the dog? Worst game ever. Where's my grenade? It's interesting, there, the AI seems to throw a grenade as soon as I throw one. I will say, I'm not overly impressed with the graphics for this era, and it feels like the game definitely was delayed. If this would launch in 1999, it would probably feel more appropriate, because then you have, yeah, like you mentioned earlier, so there, Quake 3 was out pretty soon after this, or before even, right? I mean, Unreal Tournament seems like better graphics. Who's... It's a bomb? I don't know what's hitting me. Wow, there's the guy. They're so green they blend in with the freaking environment. See a barrel. That is a good reload speed. Look at how fast it reloads, okay? I'm gonna click reload. I think the, wasn't it Eye of the Beholder on Amiga that got translated to, or got the Behold letter? Which means literally, like, the container of the eye. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's so many literal things. I try and tell people that, you know, shield toad, sköldpadda, is turtle in Swedish, because it looks like a shield toad. There's so many words like that in Swedish that are just so... And then they start translating everything for a while there. I'm being really upset when Cartoon Network in Sweden decided to change it up and start translating and having dubbed. And it's like, oh, I love the English and British voices on there. My pistol. That's a good pistol. Yeah, and I think that, like, it feels like the graphics should have been better, but I mean, it's... They focus a lot on the military stuff and having that ghoul system, whatever. Ow, I just jumped into a barrel and fried myself. Realism, we haven't. Except the shotgun reload, because that was ridiculous. This thing feels weird here. Oh, it's a monster closet. I think so. Duh! But yeah, I use networking a lot on stuff, and I think I keep saying all the time I'm going to make a video on networking retro computers because it is just so darn useful, and I use it all the time. Whoa! Hopefully that wasn't a good guy. Yeah. Crotch shot, like, I think that was the thing, like, you could see the impact. Before, in most FPSs, they just died or whatever, but oh my. Nope. There we go. I don't emulate 4.6, so good luck with that. I played so much Diablo, the first one. I know we streamed that already, but when that came out, it was just... I thought it was so cool. I feel this is the end of this level here. Locked. Oh my. Well, that's convenient. Hello, tank. Yep, bombastic set pieces. Evening, Dermot. You're up late as well there. I appreciate everyone joining late in their night. Oh, that's where I was, wasn't it? Yeah. That's where I came from. Gone and confused myself again. Did that do anything? So this is here now. Came from here. Yeah, someone mentioned earlier, that crosshair really is just tiny. Get in my pipe. Okay. Oh, in that pipe there? Really? Good thing there's a ladder on this pipe. Come on, get out of there, John. Whatever his name was. I forgot already. Oh, it can be changed? There's a setting for that? Of course there's a setting for that. This is a military simulator. I assume that's not under graphics, but the miscellaneous. There we go, look at that. Oh. Wow. Hello to cross. I'm gonna always run. I've been holding the shift key the entire time without even thinking about it. I'm gonna save while I'm in here. Look at that. Cannot carry any more medkits. I don't need medkits. That's pretty cool, though. I can shoot with the sniper rifle there. Yeah, that little dot was ridiculous. I'm not trying to, like, headshot him. What's happening?
It's that good. Damn, I'm good.
Really? Stop sending wave after wave of men at your... It's not working. You done sending wave after wave of men now? I think that was kind of a waste. Let's see, where's my, where's my machine gun? 5 is sniper rifle. 7 is my SMG. Okay. Everything explodes. As was the tradition at the time. I do like the grenades are kind of like a little shrapnel puff and not like the, some games just go ballistic with the, no pun intended. The grenades explode so much. Louis! How did I know someone was going to come out there? I see you down there. Yep. Dedicated, not shot there. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Sean. See you later. Evening, Stewart. One come, one goes. The sniper rifle does no damage not zoom in. You can't do no scoping here. Oh, I'm very boring when it comes to cocktails. I usually drink rum and coke, probably. My preferred drink of choice. Rum sits pretty well with me. It's Captain. I'm not fancy even. In fact, I'm extremely boring when it comes to coverage like that. Not that I won't partake in many different cocktails and everything. I kind of bummed because I missed out at VCF Midwest. Jeremy from Jeremy's Retro Bar was serving up... who was shooting me? I don't see it. Oh, this guy up there. Okay. Was serving up some pretty tasty gin and tonics. I know LGR said that he had some and they were good. And kind of wish I would have stayed up for that, but maybe next year. What's going on here? Oh, like a little side entry here. And finish, okay. Yeah, let's try that too. There's a lot of ones I want to... Can we try and talk about... No, we're going to blow it up. Well, we can maybe... No, blow it up. Well, I mean, we could really use... No, blow it up. Okay. 68 enemies killed. Nether region shots, 4. Headshots, 8. Cash earned. All right, made some money on there. I think it was, I can't remember, we were out with some friends years ago now, and I was going to get rum and coke, and then the guy we were with was just like, oh, have you tried the, he got a, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting now. Why am I forgetting it? Good grief. This happens when you get old. Just forget things.
The hangar's heavily fortified. I have a diversion ready for when you get
Malibu.
inside.
Looks like I'll need it.
And a coconut deliciousness, realizing what that was, so. I think often, more often I just usually enjoy wine or when we're not picky there either. I'm very, very non-snobby when it comes to that stuff. I just drink whatever I happen to have. Or that's a button, all right. Feels like there's a boss here. Picking up a lot of gear here now. Gonna be one of those bullet spongy bosses here now. Where did my Predators ain't got nothing on me here now? Oh, it's a stupid helicopter. He reloads it so hilariously fast. Okay, so you did play it. It seems like it was a mixed here. Some people had never heard of it. Some people have played it. Flashbacks. I only played the demo, and it was the whole thing of like, I gotta check it out because the violence and everything, but I don't think I ever really played it. So any memories or perspective? That's not working. That's not gonna work. That's a hand cannon. Good grief. Nice. That's right. It was ported to Linux fully, supported natively. So that's really cool. That was a throat shot, I believe, and that was the thing that was so... Good grief. Oh my. Yeah, there's that part, so... Nice. Well, that's what we're playing on tonight. Which we had to tweak the settings a little bit, but I think it's running quite well now. Oh, that's a... Sorry. Everything I come across, I need to shoot, so when I see something I shouldn't shoot, then I get surprised. Where I came from? Locked. You guys got any nukes laying around? More some nukes? This pistol is a little overpowered, it feels like. Smidge. Blow your head off. Yeah, that's, I feel like that's how a lot of people experience it too, was just that era more, playing it later at least, so. Who is shooting at me? That alarm is getting annoying. Oh, this is where I came from, okay. A little mace-like here now. Locked. Oh, there's the guy. Sorry. Took half the head off. My goodness. Oh, there's a guy up there. That's the guy that was... There we go. Problem solved. Have this one. Which arguably it's one of the better ones, so but yeah, this is again one of those games I think that really benefits more powerful. But again, this is very you know, era appropriate for what we're playing on. For the specs have been rolling around here, right? But P3 700 and the Voodoo 5. I do have a gigahertz processor. I'm going to try and upgrade it at some point here when I get around to it. But it's a 133, which of course then you get the issue of overclocking the EGP bus. So apparently the Voodoo 5 handles that quite well. I was reading some reviews from back in the day where that works just great. So I might try it. Or still be a little unstable. I don't know where I'm going now. I feel like I want to get in there somehow. Huh. Oh. Mission over. At least, yeah. John, can we do anything without blowing it up? No! I brought the C4, I'm using it. Yeah, the Voodoo 5 box is right up there. So,
John, find the security station and unlock the helipad door. Go!
we blew everything up. I'm trying not blowing everything up. No can do. Uh-oh. They're doing something with the nuke. Helipad door unlocked. Where might that helipad be? Armor, yes please. Probably the door in the back. Yeah, I hear it. No? Hmm. I heard the helicopter, but where was the... See, I didn't go this way here. No, there was nothing here. Medkits. Grenades. Unlock that helipad. Oh, I think he's asking about the little Newell stock TV that you found, that you have, CRT. Usually have running in the background. Because you have a story behind that one, Super, right? You were able to get that new, right? So I unlocked you. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, that's just the 240p one, right? Where is the helicopter? Where is it? Oh, hi. Well, I was supposed to go here because there's bad guys here, so... I would love, I'm not gonna lie, I would love an HD CRT. Just from the playing those, you know, Xbox 360, PS3 and all that stuff. But it just takes so much space. Those HD CRTs weigh a ton. I mean, I have a CRT TV, and that's great, but the HD ones are just hilariously huge and heavy, so... Oh, they just took off. Oh, unfortunate. I didn't make it in time. Open the cargo bay door. Doors how? Yeah, just get it. Would I love it? Absolutely. But, yeah. Those things have become unobtainium thanks to the internet at large. Everyone keeps promoting them being the best CRTs ever. Oh, nice. Getting a retro tank. That's awesome. It's great that you are the owner of the TV. You know exactly where it was and where, you know, it was new old stock. Awesome way to get a CRT because that's really the low amount of hours on it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you get these large content creators and like you don't blame them for making the content, but it just really creates the craze for certain objects. And I mean, it is what it is. Can you do a dive? Unsuccessfully, I might add. I call these monster closets. Because, I mean, everyone has gone over the... And I think Modern Vintage Gamer just did it too, right? Or... No, I can't remember who did it, but someone did. Which is, like, the best CRT ever. And, I mean, it's earned that reputation.
Surprise brewing. Stay clear of the truck outside.
You can just throw a truck. Yeah, I was thinking too. I'd like to get an OLED as well. But every time I look at those like, big ticket expensive prices, even $600, like what I can buy for that when I already have functional stuff, and it's hard. Like there's so many things to buy. Okay, Superfly, you threw a truck at me. Nice. Lots of upgrades. I mean, I don't think more than, like, depends on what you use them for, right? So, you'd have to use one spot for a long time for get image retention problems. I've seen people testing, especially those LGs, where they have one screen on forever and they just cycle off the screen and it's fine. I'm simplifying, and I don't own one, so I can't say for sure, but I don't think it's a big problem, so... Oh, that's too bad on the camera, Sucra. That's a risk, right? And those big ones, when they cover something, like you look at LGR, when you cover something, it becomes like the thing everyone's after. Locked. Okay, so can I use the car? I hear the helicopter. Oh. Don't know where I'm going. See, it's their objective here. Find it and destroy Queen Bee. Neutralize any terrorist threats. I have not saved for a while, so... should save. We have 7 saves left. It works on what you need it for, you know. Certainly's got some GoldenEye vibes here, doesn't it? Like that. Yeah, that is a big deal too, and having that kind of thing. And I waited too long to buy one of those collapsible carts. Like, you know, it's a cart that is like a cloth basket that expands. And I bought it and going to the LAN event here last time. Boy, that saved me so much pain carrying all those CRTs in. Just realize your limitations, right? It's not worth... Oh, sorry, dude. How can I tell the good guys apart? See, these are all bad guys. I guess that's what I did. Alright. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Sucra. See you next time. Well, lots of gibbing to do still.
Well, the good news is I unlocked the main hangar door. The bad news is I've triggered every
That
alarm
force
in
sound
the
from
base.
Jedi Knight. Wasn't that truck outside already?
Good luck.
Thanks.
I guess I'll do it myself. Thanks. I don't need any backup. Come on, mustache. I am too cool.
And it's funny because, thanks, I appreciate it, Bandana. And welcome. Yeah, they did. I mean, Raven had a fantastic streak there for a while with just awesome games. And there's that helicopter there. They were definitely one of the premier developers there. I had no idea Raven was the one that made this game, so... Until I saw the logo when I was prepping for the stream, because I didn't remember that at all. Raven, for me, especially the Quake 3 engine, they got really proficient with that, looking at Elite Forces and Jedi Knight and all that. Can I get out of here? I'm stuck. Well, so I'll run down there. A way to shoot everyone there. Yep, 800 by 600. Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm curious to see what happens. Phil Spencer looked like he was interested in like he was looking at the Activision back catalog, and he's like, "Oh, Hexen's in there," and he's like, "Let's go!" Like, there's a lot of opportunity for, you know, a lot of indie studios like, you know, Night Dive and that kind of stuff. To, well, not indie studios, but smaller studios to get a chance to remaster a lot of these games because Microsoft's got so much cash and can. Clearly, they've shown from the Xbox brand they're willing to just dig up whatever and revive it, and there's a lot of opportunities there that Activision seem to not care so much about. They're more focused on those big, you know, recurring blockbuster games. Can I not shoot you? Ow. Gotta shoot the dogs. I think this is open now, right? Yep. Hang on, let me find the grenade.
If you read, the target is missing. Repeat, target is not here. Hold on.
Oh. Yeah. Hey, I'm a big Mega Man fan, and let me tell you how I feel about that. Now, Capcom, of course, has...
How long were you down there?
Long enough.
They blow everything up. Everything. Well done, John Mullins. You blew everything up.
Mission information downloaded.
Email. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely, so this is, you know, this is an older school of game, so there's definitely not, you know, paying too much attention for that stuff. There's a lot of stereotypes in this one, I believe. Follow the pattern, if you will. Well done, John Mullins. Strange symbol you described seeing on Serbian crates may belong to underground group that sold them Queen Bee. A full analysis investigation underway. Warhead number 3, codename Nest Egg, is being held within a top-secret chemical weapons facility on Udania, a small island off the northern coast of Siberia. Plant is run by a terrorist organization out for profit alone. Find Nest Egg and destroy it. Alright, do we have any other interesting guns that we can pick up? Still the submachine gun. Shotgun. You've got mail. I mean, Silver Talon handgun is just too powerful not to bring. Armor. Grenades. And light vision, I guess. There we go. Confirmed deployment, yes. That's where I got that case, so I'm excited to build that steam machine. It's really flimsy, but it's, you know, it's $40 plus shipping, so I couldn't really argue too much about it there. And it feels like, again, like, I mean, it's not bad for the time, but comparing that, this was in 2000 then, look at the other games that came out. This is just...
Ooh, look at my mustache. It's cold.
Where did you come from, John Mullins? I know this is a video game, but where did you come from, John Mullins? Because that...
Old fortifications. Better keep my eyes open.
Totally unrealistic.
I don't do stealth.
Ooh, I could fall down there. Oh, I guess I should have. Does he just throw the C4 as well? I think I have a sniper rifle now, yeah. That's a gun. Yep. That was a gun. Sniper rifle is quite powerful. Let's see. The assignment for the weapons is really weird. Sniper rifle is like 5. And the submachine gun is 7. Who's shooting at me that I can't reach? Whoa. There we go. Ah, there's that one. Sooner or later you should be able to find a 486, but like they're not super hard to come by compared to some of the other. Oh, frame rate much? Oh, hi. That doesn't seem fair. I should have saved those barrels there. Ow. That hurt. Just checked all my grenades. Problem solved. Ew, medkit. Save 2 here now. It's like, it's not bad. I'm having a good time. It feels like a competent military shooter for the day, right? But I think it's just, well, you can't, like, I've thrown 1 grenade in my life. 1 grenade, and that was during grenade explosives training in the military. And that was, like, literally 1. Well, you mean, like, 5 small grenades wouldn't just take out a big tank like that? Oh, you're gonna shoot me, aren't you? Yep. Ah. It seems like it was a pointless deployment there. So I guess the only time I throw grenades in the military was that during a training thing, and they basically show you what it sounds like and not necessarily feels like, but oh, I can't pilot this thing. But there was a trained specialist and basically sitting, we had like a big embankment or whatever, so you threw it past that so that then you duck under it so that you wouldn't get shrapnel, because that's the biggest thing with most grenades, right? Is the shrapnel, not the explosive force. They talked about, they had a scenario where, you know, someone tried to look at it and got hurt, right? You can't look at it because then you get shrapnel in your face, and that was what happened, and that was a big deal. So for us, then when we were up to do it, I think it was a colonel next to us. He was really like pulling people down, but it's like I wasn't gonna joke around, so you know, put the ignition in there, or whatever, the fuse, pulled a pin, chucked it. I mean, I just hit the deck immediately, and like, you know, he wasn't even fast enough to help me down. But some people he was really pushing down, because like you're gonna get shrapnel in the face, and I don't want that. So there we go. Ooh, nice. There's nothing better than having a clean media shelf. As I bought more big boxes, now my shelf is semi-disorganized. It's not the right order, so I gotta deal with that at some point. There was a shotgun. There it is. Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a shotgun. Yep. Exactly. I suppose the thing with them, like, you know, it's just slowly bleeding out. It's a little excessive. I got just dove there. Like I just ran into a room here. Are we in Star Wars now? This feels very Hoth-like here now. Whoa. Hello? Room service. Let's see, this is a sniper rifle. But it's gotta be a bigger, yeah, it does look, I mean, these doors look very Female characters down too. Oh. Oh, you gotta make it out there? Really? I think I should do that again here after I've explored this, because that's quite a haul there. Oh, really where I need to go? He can rush in. Oh. He just went down the hole. That pump just an alternative objective or something? Oh my. Yeah, I know. I can't. Ow, 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 ow. That really hurt. Let me try the pump thing again. Yeah, it feels like the mil spec thing may not be as get through here. Squish! Ah. Locked. Run, run, run! Run, John Mullins. I think it's pretty far back, but I think we can make it. Pretty funny if just you walk in through a corner and Sam Fisher's there and just snaps your neck. Made it. Ooh. Hype. Assume this is the place I need to be? Locked? Yeah, we had a sewer level earlier. Just everything we expected. Sewer level-ish. Yeah, it feels like in a lot of media they talk about like mil spec and like, or not media, but like entertainment stuff and like military spec, and it's awesome and cool and... Oh, hi. I don't like you. Can I blow it up? Yeah, you can. Of course you can. Blow anything up in this game. Just here, helicopter. Crawling that pipe down there? Yeah, I sure can. Okay, it just goes back up here, okay. Surprisingly, I mean, it's pretty linear in that sense, but it's somewhat sprawling levels. Yeah, very much so. Should save. Nothing compared. Were you here in the beginning, Revenant? The fog in the first level was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Just enough stories about Duke Nukem Forever that I'm hopeful for the mod. People are like trying to restore the Duke Nukem Forever that was lost, or not lost, but the original version on Unreal Engine that looks really cool. And I think there was one level, I think Civ 11 covered it. There's a lot of potential there, and I think the modders are trying to revive it.
Come get some.
Wow, the fog is pretty fantastic there. At least they die in one hit. Like, there's no bullet sponges or anything. Gotta walk on the pipes. Look at that, I didn't even see... Well, footprints. That's a nice touch. Unparalleled realism. Yeah, these space doors really are what sell it. Who's shooting me? Where's my sniper rifle? That's not sniper rifle. Heard. I'm a 12-year-old boy, so. I understand I don't want the sniper rifle to be too powerful when you're like hip shooting it, but 3 bullets to the head there should probably done it. Yeah, what does they say in the movie Armageddon? We're sitting on the most complicated machinery ever made by the lowest bidder, you know? Locked. Locked. Yeah, and that's, I think that one is, I'm really excited for that one. It looks really good, because, I mean, I Am Fury, we streamed it, like, goodness, a while back now, but that sequel looks awesome, amazing, so, Phantom Fury, there we go. Looks great. Where to now? Locked. I want to drive these things, but I cannot. Locked, and this is where I came from. Sure, yep. Click, click, click. The reload speed on the shotgun, I mean, I know it's for gameplay purposes, but, I mean, really, really fast. Determine that's locked. Also locked. There's nothing else up here. Aha, there we go. Secret way. It's a pipe. Piperonimo. There we go. That's true. Yeah, clearly this doesn't have movable. Usually when it comes to vehicles like this, I assume it's just basically level geometry that they're moving on a, you know, that's how they're doing it. So that's why it's not, can't drive them. Pentium M. I don't think I messed with that at all. Mission objective updated. Get an interest at a chemical weapons facility. Shoot everything seems to be the motto so far. Oh, no smoking. Challenge accepted. Cutscene.
У нас есть незнакомый человек. Никто не заходит в этот лифт. Так точно.
Watch me. Is it a gun in the hand of the model there? Like the gun model of the character was like larger than the character itself almost. Sure. Something down here. Just a technician. Fine, I won't shoot you. But yeah, I love those retro revival ones. I mean, we have a lot of boomer shooters now, but I was wondering when we're gonna go into the next phase, if you will, get more into those Unreal style shooters, because there's been a lot of like Quake-alikes, and you know, Dusk and all those are awesome, and the Medieval, and I love those games. But there's been a lot of those type of games. I was been wondering when we're going to get into the more, you know, not more modern, but more the Unreal era stuff. And it looks like we're finally getting into that now a little bit. I'm not sure if other games are like that too, but Phantom Fury there looks, you know, fantastic. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I think we talked about it in the past too, like when we're going to see the N64 era and stuff. And I've seen at least one recent, like, you know, character platformer that's very much like a, you know, we had those Banjo-Kazooie style games, and kind of like a revival of that a little bit, but on the shooter side, It would be really nice to get into the, you know, your Quake 2s and your Unreals, and there was a lot of cool stuff during that era, too. Of course, we're playing one of them. Habit of reloading as soon as I sort of vent there. Big breathing intensifies. Really? Just a helicopter hanging out in there? Well, that worked out well. Very golden eye here. You see the how much is left in the mag there, I think, looking at the side. That's what he does. He lifts it up and looks at it, so... yeah, and there's a lot of cool stuff with that. Of course, I have a soft spot for that era, right? Because we all have our own, you know, coming of age, or where we're playing mostly, you know, the games we liked from that era. But I will say, I mean, the characters, or the bad guys, react surprisingly well for the era, right, too? But I guess, to me, again, Sin just looks so much better by comparison. Oh, I gotta make it through there in time. Very much GoldenEye here now. Yeah, and that's cool too, and at least they've taken a stylistic choice and then followed that, right? I think that's, for me, is always important when they stick with a style. Like in Medieval, it's awesome because it tries to go really into that, you know, heretic, over-the-top, Texan style. That was a given there. In we go. Stuck. There we go. One-man army here. Wasn't there New Blood Studios? They made a lot of these, or at least published a lot of retro games. Like, they have the ones that own Dusk, I think in Medieval, and those two. And something, I think they posted the thing on Twitter, but they're like, New Blood Kart, and they showed Dusk Guy sitting in a Mario Kart style thing. They're trying to make like this cross game kart game. I mean, they're just joking, but it would be pretty cool still. It's a fun side project to just throw together a kart game with the characters from all their licensed games. At least this isn't as green, so that's nice. But it turns very samey after a while here now. Ah! Exactly. It was a while where they're making kart racing games on everything, so... That's probably important there. Can I open this? Control panel access only. Okay. I gotta go push a control panel button. I think I saw that. I think MVG was... I've watched a video, I think, on what he covered about it, which was like an impressive port that theoretically shouldn't even be possible. Wasn't that made as like a demo for... Oh no, someone's come through that door. They all blew up. Is that the plan? Is that the plan for them to blow up there? But it's like one of those like super impressive things that never materialized into a game. But there's a lot of real impressive games on the Game Boy Advance. I think it's unfortunately hampered by its very low resolutions, and then when you're upscaling or doing it on a real or a big screen, it gets hard to like pixel art games I think are great, but then you get the 3D games and then you get the very
Chopper crash must have knocked out the generators. Gotta get them back up.
Okay. Graph voice.
Physics? Where we're going, we won't need physics. We do need bad guys spawning from nowhere, though. I don't know where I'm going, because these corridors all look very samey now. Oh, hi. Sequence complete. Well, at least it didn't make me run. Oh, they're bad guys again. Ultra bad guys. Can I get back this way? This all looks the same. Oh, I can't jump up here again now. Is there a ladder? No. Yeah. Oh, so I have to go this way now because I can't climb up there. Okay. It's still, I mean, capable first-person shooter, but then when you look at it from the historical lens, the idea with the giving system and the drama around that was what made this game popular, I think. And there weren't that many military shooters like this, I feel like, at this era. Why are you charging at me? That seems like a bad idea. Oh. Aha! Quick lob my stuff there. Pick up all that junk there. Running low on ammo again, so I'm forced to switch around my loadout a little bit here because I am using up. I'm not getting a lot of ammo. Maybe I'm blowing people up instead. That'll do it. Look, there's a monster closet here with this tank. What was it doing in here anyway? Yeah, some of those FPS is like, again, technically marvelous, but hard to actually play in practice. Is this where I'm supposed to be? This is the wrong. This is the way I came from here. Ah! Where was that platform? I do wish there was a map here somewhere. That's where that platform was? Oh, that's through the door here that I ran through. Oh, we're fine. I'm just getting lost here now because it all looks the same. This is probably where I came from, right? Ow. Crunch. So that was like an alternate way in. That's that door. Yeah, an OSHA inspector would have a field day here, huh? That's fine. Well, this looks very samey. Back here again. Does it open up the... With the... I was gonna say, back here again too. There's that control door. Okay, was that the door? Okay. No, that's the same spot here. Never mind. Oh, I can't open the door now. Jerks. Like that. Boy, he is a master reloader. You get when you're a soldier of fortune. Okay, so that's where the helicopter was. Blew that up. No, I haven't run into any bad guys down for a while. This got to be the wrong way. It's funny because you go back to the era where games didn't have a little compass all the time, right? Hey, look at that. That must not be a fast experience. So, okay, this was like a shortcut here. 486s are on 8 machines. They, have a lot of things going for them. I'm easily overshadowed or forgotten, but just, you get a good Pentium machine and that will do almost everything better in that sense, but the 486s are such a specific era. I am so lost right now. It opened up a place I couldn't go before, right? But I've been through this corridor here many times. This feels like that opens the control room. I can't go in there. And this was the place here where I came from that opened up from the other side. I came back here. Not in here, is it? Just came through here several times. That's where they blew up the door. Found it. First try. There we go. Cutscene.
I'm very sneaky.
Он идет вниз.
That doesn't, I don't think we need to send any more men after him. It hasn't worked out very well. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it was intended for, right? That's the expected system or platform you'd play that on. Yeah, that was a blast door, wasn't it? Seal the blast doors. Open the blast doors.
Урони свой пистолет.
Oh, they spawned in. It's not gonna work, guys. Aha! Stealthiness. Until I shoot everyone. Mission objective. Find and destroy nest egg. Do you know this game is a stealth meter? I'm not using the stealth meter. The bottom of the health bar underneath there is a little meter that shows how much noise you're making. I'm not really using it. You sure? Hollywood told me they do. That's where I came from. Oh, I gotta be able to open this door here from the control room somehow, right? Yeah. The one button. Well, I took care of that, so... that's true, we did take the elevator. That seems like extremely stupid. It's John Mullins. Doesn't matter. Kill everyone anyway. Well, that sounds good. I do like little dives that they do as a little character. The doors sound like Star Wars doors now, too. Well, they have literally the same Star Wars sound. I've due for some new weapons now, though. I've had the submachine gun, shotgun, and stuff like that for so long now. That's a strong piece of glass. Whoops. Sorry, scientist. I guess we just killed everyone. That's probably fine. They shouldn't have left the button there. Okay. Yeah, we're running on the Voodoo 5, 5500, so this game is pushing it a little bit, but it's handling it admirably. Can I not get out here? There we go. Sorry, everyone. That single button just made it explode. It seems unsafe to have that set up. Sorry, can't let you out. I think I told the story before. I was at the like a LAN party event here in town, a big one, and this is years ago now, a couple years ago, and I brought my Pentium 3 just because I wanted to be special, and I was playing on that, and the gentleman sitting across, he was an old school gamer, so he remembered all the stuff, and he said, like, you know, I still have some of my you know, old video cards sitting in my closet at home. I'll bring them in. So then he brought in a Voodoo 5 and a Voodoo 4, both boxed. And that was like, you know, he was a little unsure on if we were going to sell them or not, but we agreed on the price eventually on the Voodoo 5. I didn't want to buy both because it was more price than not, they were good prices, don't get me wrong, but I didn't want to spend that much at the time, so bought the Voodoo 5, and I've been using it in this machine basically since. What's going on here? Oh, the elevator's like half. Just that elevator door again. What did I just push? Like, they never explained why I, you know, exploded that thing. You never know. Part of the fun. Oh, they thought they could be prepared. They were not prepared for John. His epic mustache. Good, this game on hard difficulties probably, you know, is a little more realistic in that sense, because we're just mowing everyone down. This makes it fun, though. Okay, let me get that door open. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's time. It's time above all. Especially as I'm messing with stuff. Or, you know, I play a modern game and I like lose time on that, and it's like, oh, I didn't... Where did that evening go? Well, that's it then. Boy, I pushed that one button to blow the whole facility up. Whoa! Well, I'm not gonna jump in that. That is lava, though. It's just so orange. Okay, okay, all right. I bent some of that out. Things are going well in this place. Now we found some. Yeah, we did it. We found some lava. We found it over here. No, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Between a full-time job and several children, that eats up a lot of your time. And then by the time you get to evening time, you got to decide, do I want to just, you know, veg out and enjoy, or do I want to play a game, or do I want to retro tinker? What do you want to do, you know? And then that eats up time. All the vents. Yeah, that's the thing with, I feel I should save here. Oh my. But that's nice to save something from being, I mean, there's some things you can't save. Like, sooner or later, there's some things you have to let go of, which I definitely have. Which is hard, but unless that's what you gotta do. But at the same time, it's also very nice when you can save something from getting trashed. Or getting used, like, the big haul I had. The big haul I had recently was because a local other collector that had to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff wanted to go to somewhere where we had used. So that was a like bigger boost of my retro collection I ever had planned on. I was not looking to buy all those individual pieces at all because that would have been a lot of money. But again, he just wanted to go to somewhere where it gets used, and I could feel that. So I want to pass on stuff that I'm not going to use, you know. Ooh. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Every piece of retro tech past that period where it's not worth anything, and then eventually it gets just through the roof, right? And they were giving these Voodoos away for a while, like they were just old news. No one wanted, especially like early 2000s when they were very powerful. Yeah, and that's tricky, right? Because that varies depending on the country and the state and the city and all that stuff. Some places are like, they don't care, apparently. And some people just bring home a ton of stuff. And then other places are like, you know, you can't touch any of this because it's illegal for you to even mess with it. I know in Sweden it's like that with a lot of the recycling stuff because it's legally in the recycling system, then they can't remove it because it could be hazardous, right? So, yeah, you're probably right on the Pension 4. There were so many of them. So many. I don't think that will ever, like, you know, ever, be expensive or retro collectible. Now, like, the best in slot are always the ones that get more expensive, right? But just a bog standard 3.2 gigahertz P4 or something, there were so many of those made. So many. That I can't imagine those will ever become... And they're not really sought after, I guess. Besides, again, those special ones, like the Extreme and whatever, so... yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now we're talking about, like, stuff like that can be used. The TV pewter I'm building now is a i7 6700, because, like, that's plenty of what I need it for. So stuff like that can be actually realistically still useful. Well, this looks like a big, cool place to... Oh, my! Good thing I saved recently here. Can I shoot it? Where's the countdown? Nope, that's the elevator I came on. So... Stop the countdown. I think we stopped it. Do not shoot next to the nuke. Do not shoot next to the nuke. I got a bad rap, and it's like... I think you just, you know, there was a flooding of, you know, your Dell Optiplexes and stuff like that from the era. There were so many of random... I'm not sure where I'm going now. Oh, hi. I just love how it's just, like, done. Can you stop blowing everything up?
No can do. Put me on that surf with this epic mustache. Oh.
It's not a parody. Not trying to be a parody. I don't think we'll see anything more badass than that tonight. There was a nuke in there. And he's like, I don't care, I need that epic shot of me running against the camera when it's exploding behind me. It's worth blowing up half the world for that. That was amazing. Unironically there. He earned his pay. Welcome back, John Mullins. Hawk has pinpointed the location of the final warhead, codenamed Lightfoot. It's in the possession of General Mohammed Amu, a challenger to Saddam Hussein himself. Amu, frustrated over Iraq's loss in the Gulf War, this is before the second time they went to Gulf, has allied himself with the elusive terrorist group that stole the warhead in the first place. You will find Lightfoot inside Amu's military base, which houses his own private army. We speculate his main target could be UN headquarters in New York. Meet Hawk at the designated safe house. Do not get taken alive. That shouldn't be a problem. Is there any new guns? Ooh, suppressed submachine gun. Yeah, we'll take that. A little variety here. Let's see what ammo does it use. 9mm. Okay, we'll probably take the submachine gun still. And then the ridiculous pistol. Silver talon. There we go. Ballistic armor. Grenades. And some plastic this time. Alright, Revenant, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many options with that kind of stuff, and I think with especially cards that are useful for Windows XP or even Windows 7 or stuff like that, there's a lot of retro options for that. You know, again, you can build a retro XP machine that's just way overpowered that can play all those games. So, and yeah, it's also a good point about anything that's more rare or shorter time span. Any of that stuff will, you know, be more desirable. Okay, we're in Baghdad now, so here's some stereotypes. 11300. They actually put a date on it. The year 2000. You. That was suppressed. Suppressed SMG. There we go. So we're just gonna run around shooting everyone. Oh, they have rocket launchers. That's not cool. Well, that doesn't seem fair. Apparently you cannot kill that guy. Stealth. Love it. Yeah, we got some nice stereotypes going on here. Would have been a military shooter without it. Picture fire, what? Good thing they have ammo just laying around. Oh, okay. That's what I probably need to do, huh? Grenade them. God, I just want to keep spraying bullets. Yeah, when you take away the whole idea that, you know, especially now when you're used to seeing things reacting to your bullets and stuff like that in games, and the models and animators are all really good. Thing up here. Ooh. Uh-huh. Locked. Lame, but at least I can go through here, maybe? Yeah. Alive. I could just have gone through the door, but that's lame. Maybe that's where I need to go, actually. Yeah. We're here? Okay. Yeah, it's just a way around. I had to do that, so... Oh, there he is. That's pretty brutal. Here, catch. C4. I took care of that problem. Can I pick it up? I can. Oh, now we're cooking with gas here.
I like to keep this around for close encounters.
I feel this is not going to end well. I will save that for not indoors. Okay.
John, there's no time to waste. General
Or
Amu's
kill
military
everyone.
base is adjacent to an airfield.
And you think Lightfoot's getting on a plane?
If it takes off, we may not find it before it is detonated in downtown New York.
Where's the disguise?
It's in there. Stay clear of people and
Oh.
don't draw your weapons. You should be fine.
But
Don't draw your weapon. I really need to draw my
Escape up the
weapon.
ladder to the roof.
Whee! Yeah, neat. Just running on rooftops. I think there's only one way through here. That makes it a little easier. Hello. Don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna follow this guy. He's going to his waypoint. Surprising amount of like interactivity, or like you can move around here. I'm not sure where I'm going though.
وقف هنا لا تتحرك.
Um,
هويتك. اعمل اللي بقوله. اعمل اللي بقوله.
Oh, it was good while it lasted. Even the music is changing, so. Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw some, they were talking about on the Retro RGB Discord as well. I mean, it looks really neat. Oh, ow. I know check your fire, but he was shooting rockets at me. Can you hit the apples? I'll be curious to see, because it has a lot of potential there too. There hasn't been much activity on the PC side, really, when it comes to that kind of emulator. So, okay, is there a shop I can go through here? Locked. The gate. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true. Sooner or later you run into those things that are, you know, beyond what you would think the normal use for this, or at least that they intended. They never planned for all the lanes you populated with cards and accessories and whatnot, so you don't really see or think of that before you buy something like that, so. Locked. A little maze-like here at times now. Like I mentioned, would you take away the, you know, cool... The damage effect is pretty, you know, pretty by the numbers. Pretty by the numbers military shooter in that sense. Although I have a rocket launcher now, so. Very stealthy. More ammo. You shoot off armor pieces and stuff like that, and Oh, grenade. I'm gonna keep an eye on a reticle because it does turn green, I think, when there's a friendly. But in the heat of the moment, it's not time to stop to think. It's combat. What? That should totally have hit. Oh. More grenades, lame-o. No more grenades. Pretty broad levels here. They're pretty wide. I mean, there's tons of stuff to go through. Now, it's still funneling you in one spot, so, you know, it's not like you can totally explore, but it looks like there's multiple ways to get through where you need to go. Throat shot. Those sort of things that just the world didn't like, so. Oh, that's too bad. Actually, just now, and I'm using it for my project, I'm using a StarTech shot the hat off it. StarTech IDE to SATA adapter, which was working great so far. BIOS sees it, and there's no problem. You can set the, if you want it to be master or slave or cable select directly on there, so. But otherwise, the SD card adapters are great, too. I have one in several. I have enough ammo for this thing. I can just no-scope everyone. Ow. Oh, there's a grenade guy down there. Oh, yeah? You can play that game. I will say, I saw there was really good reviews on that Star Trek unit. Unfortunately, it's a little more expensive. I think it was $18 for it. It's worked great so far. I'm using it on a Super Socket 7 motherboard, and the motherboard hasn't complained a single time. Yeah, this SSD side. I just have a stockpile of SATA spinning disks that I've had over time that I'd saved, so those are the ones I'm using now. When I want the true nostalgia, of course, but then I've had good luck with the SD card stuff, too. This machine right now has an actual spinning normal hard drive, but the Socket 7 engine machine that we stream on all the time, too, the AST, that one has an SD card in it, and that's been run like a champ, so. What happened to your disguise there, John? I love the animations. Oh, hi. Oh, ow, ow. I feel like I need to use a med kit here now. There we go. Getting intense. No shortage of action here, so what people wanted, right, was just a military shooter with lots of action. Oh, that was the end of the level. I'm gonna grab a quick soda again. I'm thirsty.
هناك ابدأ الشغل يلا.
You scared the crap out of me, Hawk.
Enjoy the trip?
It was long.
Lightfoot is on a truck just inside the bunker.
All right, see you on the inside.
So my aspartame level in my blood was dropping dangerously low. Official sweetener. Okay. Yeah, that SATA adapter I have for the StarTech is so far worked like a champ, but I mean, I see there's another one too. I have it in my Amazon cart for like $8. That looks pretty promising to people who are using it for their Xboxes. To put in SATA drives into their original Xbox, so... Yeah, and that's the thing too, and then especially with someone developing, you kind of want to hold off a little bit and see. It could be a really good product that gets a lot of development. I look at like RetroNAS, the guy that is responsible for that, has done wonders, right? Tons of stuff. And I use that. It's not all those projects make it, if you will. They kind of, you know, the creator gets busy with other stuff, which is fine. It gets put a wayside, or it takes a...
The red door below you is locked. Destroying the control panel in the other room should open it.
Well, you're very stealthy here, Mr. John. There we go. Yeah, I need to take a look at the... I have a mod on Xbox that I fished out of the recycle bin at work, and it's been great, but then it just stopped working. It's got a mod chip in it, of course. 1.6 version, I'm pretty sure. And now it won't boot anymore, so... Who knows? I don't know the state of it. I never opened and looked at it. So I have to probably do some more surgery on it and figure it out, because... It also had trouble with the drive sticking, so I need some TLC. Probably gonna take a look at that at some point. That did something. Whoa! There we go. Ooh, is it a pipe?
Damn, the truck's getting away. I'm after it.
Go in the pipe? Oh, I can go under the pipe. Okay, that's fine. Oh, nice. Always fun to save stuff like that, but it's, you know... You got the clock batteries and capacitors, and it's just the plague that is the problem with all the old stuff. All eventually breaks. I did see it. Here's my hot take. We'll see it because I have children and they love Mario. I'm excited to see it. It's close to my kid's birthday, and last year we did a movie theater rental thing, which wasn't that expensive. It was a whole bunch of friends. We piled them all in the van, wrote like party bus on it, and drove to the movie theater, and we had the entire theater to ourselves. And that was a great experience because the kids can run around like and go nuts. So we'll probably do that again. The voices are fine, but Chris Pratt is just... You hear the other ones, like Jack Black is chewing on the scenery as Bowser. He's having a blast. And Chris Pratt's like, wahoo! And it just sounds like you're just reading the line straight up. And you listen to some of the other dubs, there's more feeling to it. It's fine. It's not... I've heard worse, for sure, but it's just... The other ones, some of the other characters are so exuberant and, like, energetic, and Pratt's delivery just sounds so flat. That's the thing. Especially listen to some of like the French dub, for example, sounds way more like Mario. And oh, I know. It feels like it can be more, but it doesn't matter. It's a kids movie, or you know, for grown-ups as well. But my kids would love it anyway. They love Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, for example, which, you know, they're all right. Like amazing or anything, but all right, but they loved them. So do I have any ammo for this thing? Yeah, I got one. I took care of it. I'm sure it will be an enjoyable movie, and it's like, I'm not going to hate it or anything, but I feel like it was a lost opportunity. Would Charles Martin have made the best voice actor? I don't know. I mean, it feels like this was his opportunity, because he's made the voice for that character the entire time it's been voiced, so it's just unfortunate they felt they needed a big name on it, too, so... Oh, it is? Say everyone's going to come out from that up there. I mean, I don't know if I'm glad or, like, annoyed that there's no, like, you know, stealth section per se, or usually they mix it up in these games. You got to do different things, but here it's literally just running, gunning everything. Feels more like, you know, your Space Marine shooter, except in modern setting, like Quake 2 or any of those Space Marine games where you're just blasting aliens or whatever it might be, or demons. But here it's just, I guess, people. I guess that's why there was controversy around this, because it was, you know, you're shooting up. There's no disguising these are people. Like, those are people you're shooting and murdering and... I mean, saving freedom with nukes or something. Poor excuse just to mow people down. I have a lot of people around here. Oh, that sounds like a sniper rifle job. Hello. Got the helmet off there. I'm sure you saw that, but that guy just kind of plopped into existence and fell down, so... nice. Yeah, that's a scaler I really would like. I'll be curious to see what your input is on it, because that would be really useful for me, but like anything else like that, that's a salty price tag, which is fair. I mean, it's a very capable device, probably the best, like, plug-and-play scaler, because, Dermot, you have one, right? I think I watched your video on it, and it sounded like it's just fantastic. Oh, hi. Whoa! Reload. Problem solved. I believe it. It feels like if you want to buy one scaler today, to buy one, it feels like the Retro Tank 5X is the one, because it keeps getting updates, and Mr. Retro Tank himself seems just awesome, so very in tune with the community. Run away! Locked. Through a elevator. There we go. Still have it in my mind. I will finally build the GBS control I have all the parts for. I've been talking about forever now. Just to get some basic scaling going. I have everything for it, so... yeah, he just keeps adding features, and that's what's, like, amazing. You look at a device like that, any other professional device wouldn't be getting this kind of support, you know, and he's got a burning passion for making the best type of scaler he can, so... it's clearly worth the price tag. It's a lot of money.
Find the controls to raise the bridge.
They're fried.
Oh. Oh, no. Did I not save it all there? And I shot the lead guy. I shot Hawk. Great. How far back does that set me? Huh? I don't recognize this.
You scared the crap out of me, Hawk.
Huh.
Enjoy the trip.
It was long.
Lightfoot is on a truck just inside the bunker.
No, please tell me there wasn't
See
like
you on the inside.
the whole like Baghdad mission here now. Did I save any time from the Baghdad? You're kidding, right? Ugh. Ugh.
The red door below you is locked. Destroying the control panel in the upper room should open it.
Games should always have autosaves. Alright, how fast can we speedrun this right now? I'm stuck on this freaking... Oh, that's right, I could do this. Oh, I see. That's why I didn't recognize it. Thanks for that. That wasn't too long ago then.
Damn, the truck's getting away. I'm after it.
Usually, they would be like a built-in thing to prevent you from shooting the lead guy, but no such luck here. Run. On a mission. Literally. It's a little ridiculous the amount of like destruction this guy causes here now. In a hurry. Well, this is not the whole. We gotta hold it longer. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Solar. We'll see you next week. Gotta stay here. Problem with the Wi-Fi there? Busy, busy, busy. Gotta go. Speed running this here now. Yeah, that guy literally just freaking spawned out of thin air there. Alright, we're almost back now. Oh. Ow. I don't think I can rocket jump in this game. Oh, dang it. Survived. Okay, there we go. Bullet to the head seemed to have taken care of it. I think we're almost back where we were now. I suppose I could see why this caused some controversy. There was no, again, no question about what you're shooting at here. Pretty obvious, so. But it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't let my kid play this game. It's too violent or whatever, which is fine. It's like it's a game made for grown-ups. And that's okay that there's... Okay, we're back. I'm gonna save now and try and not shoot the guy in question. I only lost a couple minutes there.
They're fried.
I'll try from down here. Bingo.
You win a bingo? There. I just had to not shoot the guy. Yeah, it's the thing with all these internal chips, right? I mean, it's like...
I'm moving through the venting system. Follow me. I've located Lightfoot.
Hawk, it doesn't sound like you need me. You're kind of doing it all yourself, so... Oh, that was a little excessive. Say OSHA would just have a field day. There's no guardrail on that, you know, murdering fan there. Just, like, disintegrated that dude. Like, I don't have... I'm using mostly integrated stuff for that kind of thing. When it comes to audio, like, I've heard good luck about some of the sonar sound cards. I think the Asus cards have very low noise ratio, so I consider that, but I don't have a lot of PCI slots in my tower, so there's that part. I think so far, audio for my captures have been fine. That goes directly just to my integrated audio. And that seems to have worked so far. Oh, that was just the same route, okay. What's a first-person shooter without vents? You gotta have the vents. Where did he vent? Ah. So, moral story, don't go next to that. Well, they showed it, I guess. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like, most of the time it's fine. But then, I'm sure you can run into certain models or certain combinations that cause problems.
Come on.
Oh! That cutscene trigger was a little bad there.
Take off any minute.
Again, you don't seem to need me. What am I doing here? You're kind of running the show anyway. I'm just trying to follow that guy. Earned a lot of money so far. It didn't even save on... Okay, it did save that there now.
I see about 50 guards on and around the airfield. This won't be easy.
Not a problem. Just clear house, basically. Can I turn that? No. Dog. Ah. Yeah, at least integrated audio now is pretty solid in general. It's mostly just with noise. You can get some of that, but I haven't really had a direct issue with it. I know Bob from Retro RGB, he recommends that that sonar card, I think, because he uses that for capture for cleaner. But in his case, I mean, it's just like, well, that's what he does, is trying to get the best possible. But I've had good luck so far with the motherboard I have with integrated. Okay, I wouldn't kill the dogs if I didn't have to, but. Any guards left? Mowing them down. Well, advanced level geometry going on here now. Boy, this guy is very, very effective at his job. He just comes in and just wrecks everyone. Again, we're playing on easy. I'm sure if we played on hard difficulty, this would not be the case, but... Ooh, ride along, too. Definitely feel like I'm playing a Raven software game now. Where does this take me? Elevator. Oh, there you go. Everyone's shooting. Whoops. It was the best of intentions. I realized one we haven't streamed yet, but I probably should stream is Far Cry, first one. We just had terrible luck playing. I'm terrible at it, but probably have the lower difficulty setting I can use or something. Maybe as low difficulty as this. I have to send it off again there. Smash it. That's pretty neat. More activity there. Care of him. Lopping up a whole bunch of grenades or rockets on the back. Oh, hi, that's a tank. It's no longer a tank. I was carrying too many grenades. Took care of that problem by throwing all of them at the same time. That's where I came out, I'm pretty sure. Where now? Oh, there's a... I think you probably didn't need to fight that tank. You probably just had to let the tank blow up the ground and then you're fine. Alright, we're gonna half-ass it here. We're gonna whole-ass it. That was an effective dodge jump there.
It's been activated. It will take me a few minutes to disarm her. Keep the soldiers off us.
Can do. And the spawning waves. Yeah, we can do that. You have to radio me. I'm standing right here. Yeah, it's so blah kind of thing, you know, with the color palette. This thing that was just. It's weird, like how long it took to get color into games. So I think they were all trying to go for realism, and then yeah, of course the in general, especially Quake 2 engine, definitely feels to me like it was one that just all the time went with you know, very dull brown colors. And did you disarm the thing or what, dude? I'm waiting. Yep. Yep, as was the style at the time. Very much so. It's funny now, you look at games now, I'm trying to think of other ones, but you look at like more modern, like hero shooters, and your Overwatch, Valorant, how they color splash, and there's a lot of vibrant colors, and that's become a thing, which is fine. I mean, this was that trying to be so realistic when the games weren't that realistic, and now then we have all your Call of Duties and Battlefields and all that trying to be a realistic military shooter, which is fine, but then there's kind of feels like a resurgence of colorful shooters lately. Maybe Fortnite above all, but cartoony, that kind of stuff. Oh boy. I can't even name the ones. I'm very open-minded when it comes to clones and sound cards. I'm not that picky and almost find it fascinating when they sound really bad. How's it going there, Hawk? Don't make me shoot you. There. See, I just walk away and they respawn. Is there an explosive barrel here too? It sure is. Yeah, that's true. Limitations and everything aside. If you like brown and green, boy. I think the worst has to be the mid-2000s, right? With the sepia filter, or the P filter on everything. Like just, ugh, green and yellow, and that was it. I don't know what that era was there, but that's probably my least favorite. Like, you know, look later at the, with Deus Ex Human Revolution, which uses a very specific, like, gold color palette. That works. How many games from that era used, yeah, the bloom, oh my god. Some of those, Need for Speed games, probably the most wanted in those. There should have been no guys left there. I shot everyone. And a lot of later shooters from that era are just like, ugh. And Gears of War was bad about that too. I mean, it was so, like, dull in color, which that suited the environment, I guess, or the setting, but it still wasn't fun. I had to go into my little hidey hole here.
Lightfoot's come home.
Good to hear, but there's much more to be done, John.
I haven't killed everyone yet. Interactivity. Oh. Did he just leave me out? It's a neat little flavor thing, though, when they do this.
It's time to bring down the guys that stole the nukes.
The shop thinks they have something else planned.
Who are they?
Call themselves the Order.
Led by a Sergei Decker,
Yeah.
a colonel exiled from South Africa at the end of apartheid.
With the sales of 4 nukes,
Yeah, they're still telling the,
there's almost no limit to his
oh my goodness,
resources.
yeah.
Hop online.
That's
Let's get started.
redonkulous amount of bloom. Hop online. Let's get started.
Access granted.
Access granted. This is
Mission
gratuitous.
information downloaded.
Order, blah, okay, we need to kill someone. Got it. Get any new cool weapons? I can pick up a rocket launcher and bring that with me. It's probably useful. Just carrying a rocket launcher with me, and then the, handgun. Oh, I can't. I guess I can pick them up pretty quick anyway. And then the plastique. But we might go ahead and call it here now too, I think. I don't want to get too far into the next mission, but it's still a neat game. Even though right now playing it, it feels very by the numbers, and the animation and things happening when you shoot the bad guys feels, you know, again, it was pretty cool for the era. But looking at it now, it's been done. But still, they have, like, the story, it's progressing. It's by the numbers from that side, but it's still a neat game. I have never played the sequel either, but I wanted to just, again, play some kind of old school, you know, shooter from this era, late 90s, early 2000s. Whoops, I have the... Where did that go? Oh. Whoops, that's, there we go. Because of the capture thing with the data path, for some reason in this particular thing, it thinks the resolution's wrong, so then it won't capture it. And I have to close the data path software and open it again. Using direct capture, you see up here now, with the driver, it works fine. And I'm not sure what's up there, and I don't want to switch it back and forth every time, but I got to test that out. But yeah, it's a fun game. So, I mean, maybe nothing revolutionary at this day and age, or noteworthy, but it is still a neat one. And I see why it caused a controversy, because again, some of that stuff you see now is kind of blasé. And looking back at it there, the fact you can shoot and like maim people and like have them react to where you shoot, yeah, I wouldn't play on easy. That was very easy. I prefer easier games, but that was very easy. I saw no challenge as you saw in most times. The only times I died was when I did something stupid. So I did avoid the temptation of that orange lava though. So, but thanks so much everyone for hanging out this week again. I'll come back next week again with another stream. Because we're getting into Christmas time. I have to think of some Christmas games sooner or later, I suppose. But good game, fun times. So there you go. That's a good point. Good try. But all right, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll see everyone next week, and have a good weekend. Goodbye and good night.